Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm first starting off with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm just carving out my brows starting from the bottom and then working on the top and then just filling them in. I'm then taking my NYX eyebrow cake powder and then just filling them in any bare spots and then just going over the pomade to set it, and then I'm brushing through my brows with the spoolie. I'm now taking my Eclipse concealer palette from Coastal Scents and taking the purple and yellow color to carve out my eyebrows. It's just a really light combination of those two colors because my skin is already really light, so it makes a lighter color to make it more of a highlight. So I'm just carving out my brows to give them more shape and just to make them more precise. I'm now going back in with the Eclipse palette and taking a tone that matches my skin and just carving out the tail and also the front of my brow and making sure to blend it in so it's not too harsh. Next, I'm taking the A La Mode palette by Too Faced in the color La Croissant and just highlighting under my brows right where I put that concealer. I'm now taking Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer and just putting that on my eyelids and into the crease. I don't need to drag it up to the brow because I already put concealer there and eyeshadow, so it was already kind of like a primer. So just the lid and crease and blending that out. And then I'm taking the NYX eyeshadow base in white and just putting that over the Too Faced Shadow Insurance just to give it a little more coverage. Now I'm taking an eyeshadow brush in the Urban Decay Ammo palette with the color Sin, which is like a light champagne color, and just putting that all over my lids. Now with the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, I'm taking a matte taupe and matte cocoa brown color and a fluffy crease brush and just putting that in my crease with windshield wiper motion. And now I'm just grabbing a fluffy blending brush and just blending that up. Now I'm just taking my eyelash curler and curling my lashes to get them ready for mascara. Now I'm taking my L'Oreal Double Extend Mascara and taking the primer side and just priming my curled eyelashes. And then taking the mascara side of that and going over the primer and making sure all of the white is covered up. And now I'm going in with L'Oreal Teloscopic Shocking Extensions and just going over that mascara just to give it a longer, clumpier look because that's what I like. But of course, it's up to you and what you prefer. Now I'm taking Baby Skin face primer and just applying that all over my skin to prep it for foundation and concealer. Next, I'm taking a Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair and just putting that under my eyes in a triangle formation, shape, just to make sure I'm concealing all of those dark circles. And next, I'm taking the Eclipse palette again and a small foundation brush and contouring with the darkest shades in that palette. This step is optional, but I just prefer the cream contour better than powder. And now I'm just contouring my nose too. Again, this is optional. I just like the extra definition it gives to my face. Now I'm going in with the green color from the Eclipse palette just to correct some redness and some blemishes that I have on my skin. And then taking my Fit Me concealer and the contour color again and just contouring under my lip and putting the concealer on my chin. Now I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender and making sure it's all blended out and there are no like harsh spots left. Now I'm just applying concealer to the bridge of my nose just to highlight it, and then I'm blending that out with my finger at first, and then my beauty blender again. To set my under eyes, I'm using L'Oreal True Match in a shade or two lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just going with a fluffy crease brush and setting under my eyes. Now I'm taking the Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation and just going over my skin and that cream contour with that. Now I'm taking my Revlon photoready bronzer and an angled brush and just going over that cream contour and also contouring my forehead and my chin and blending it down onto my neck. Now I'm taking a stippling brush and just blending out that powder contour. Now I'm taking the e.l.f. tone correcting powder and a foundation brush and just carving out under my contour and then highlighting underneath my eyes with that and my nose and forehead. This powder, when you mix all those four colors together, it creates like a white color, and I'm really pale, so that works out for me for highlight. And then I'm just blending it out with that stippling brush again. Now I'm taking the 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics and picking like a light coral shade and a hot pink and mixing those two together. And then I'm applying that with an angled blush brush and applying that to my cheeks. For the tube side of my face, I'm just squishing down that angled blush brush to make a smaller like line, I guess. And now I'm just blending it out again with the stippling brush. Now I'm taking the Wet n Wild palette called Walking on Eggshells and taking the cream color in that palette and just using that as a highlight because it gives a really nice shimmery reflect, and I like how it looks. And I'm just putting that on my cheekbones, nose bridge, chin, and taking a fan brush and putting some on my forehead. I'm now taking my Too Faced Natural Eye palette again and a shimmery cocoa color and that matte chocolate color I used in my crease and putting that on my lower lash line with a pencil brush and then blending it out because it was a little too harsh. Now I'm taking my Too Faced A La Mode palette and that La Croissant color we used in the beginning of this tutorial, and I'm just putting that on the inner corners of my eyes as a highlight and then blending that out with a blending brush. For eyeliner, I'm taking my NYX retractable eyeliner in black and just putting that on my waterline and on my tight line. Now I'm just curling my lashes again after the mascara has dried. It's kind of like a little trick of mine. It just makes your lashes look longer. Now I'm taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions again and just putting that on my bottom lashes. Now I'm just lining my lips with the Milani lip pencil in nude, and like I said, I'm just lining my lips, and I'm overlining them just a little bit more on the top lip than the bottom, but I'm not drawing like, I'm still drawing on my lips, but just right above them, like I'm outlining them, if that makes any sense. Now I'm just cleaning up the edges with a tissue and then going back in with concealer and a concealer brush just to carve them out a little bit because I messed up. Now I'm taking MAC lipstick in Angel and just applying that over the lip liner for a little bit of shine. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!